On the day of the wedding, things will start early here because it's a question of preparing the horses particularly for this occasion. And there are those horses which will need exercising just to quieten them down because it is going to be for many of the horses the first such big occasion, and certainly for most of the staff as well. Once they are exercised, they will then be groomed to within an inch of their lives, ready to be put to the carriages. And there are of course going to be 4 outriders, so 2 for Prince William and Kate and 2 for Her Majesty. All the horses will be prepared. The personnel, the coachman, liveried helpers and everybody else will climb into their very smart livery for the day. And they will then be put to a decision having been made on the weather, because clearly it rather depends on whether it's a fine day or it's pouring with rain, which of course it won't be at that time of year. They'll be put to the carriages ready to leave. There's a frisson of excitement, and I'm sure the adrenaline will be pumping because, of course, it's got to go right. I mean, the eyes of the world will be upon London that day. But it's very exciting for everybody who's taking part, and people are hugely looking forward to the occasion.
Most of them are Cleveland Bays. We do have some Irish draft and some Dutch warm bloods as well. Her Majesty has a stud at Hampton Court where we do have breeding for carriage horses, but obviously we need the right temperament, the right size and the right stamp for them to sort of come through and become horses here. If we do fall short in the past, you know, we've had some brought in or bought in from outside, which is where you have the Dutch warm bloods have come from. Great excitement, great anticipation. It's starting to build now more so as we get closer to the actual date. And now that we've completed other work that we've had to do this year, the focus now is very much on the wedding, and yeah, it's definitely starting to build up. You do have your concerns that you're making the right choices in terms of, you know, horses and people and marrying them up well for, and at the end of the day, the only thing I can't guarantee is the horse, because you can't guarantee horses, so you just kind of got to get on with it, do the job and worry about it when you're finished rather than before you go.
I'm the 4th generation who has worked for the household. The rest of my family have all worked with the horses, but I decided to work with the carriages. Now, this will be my second big royal wedding. I was here for Andrew and Sarah's wedding. Well, this vehicle is the glass coach, which was part of the collection in 1830, and has been used now for the last at least 6 weddings, royal brides. The ones behind is the 1902 and an Ascot Landor. The 1902 will be used for the dry weather programme, and that was a vehicle that both Sarah Ferguson and Lady Diana used at their weddings. And the Ascot Landor is, we didn't actually use on the last weddings, but as we've just restored them, we thought it'd be nice to use them. When you're actually on parade, there is a bit of me thinks of what generations my family have been working here. It just tend to put a shiver down your back just to think that you're a part of something that is so big.
Today we've laid out some of the vehicles that we're going to use on the day of the wedding. The vehicle behind me is of what I think is particular interest, and that's the 1950 Rolls-Royce. It will be used on the wedding, and it's the oldest state car that we have. It was presented to Princess Elizabeth, as she was then in 1950, with little design innovations that were introduced by the Duke of Edinburgh. When it came to us, it was Edinburgh green or Valentine green. There's some dispute as to which green it was, but it was green in colour. And when the Queen became Queen in 1952, it was taken back to Rolls-Royce and resprayed in the state colours that you see here, the Royal Claret in black, which is identical to all of the carriages, etc. And everyone's so busy at the moment that we actually haven't got time to get too excited about it. We're just trying to get everything ready. I'm sure the excitement will sort of settle in when we're already up and the job's done, so to speak. But certainly we're looking forward to it. It's something special to be involved in.